Both my parents were part of the greatest generation and proudly served in World War II. My mother served with the Navy at a hospital in Seattle, taking care of the wounded returning from overseas. My father was with the 4th Marine Division and made the assault landings at Kwajalein, Saipan, Tinian, and Iwo Jima. And although both have passed on, I carry their example of integrity and selfless service as daily inspiration. While my parents served in the Pacific Theater, the Second World War was truly a global conflict. Many others fought across the Atlantic, North Africa, Italy, Normandy, and on the Eastern Front. In fact, in June of 1944, as my father hit the beach at Saipan with the Marines, his brother was at Normandy on the other side of the world. It's an incredible tale of courage, and it helps to illustrate the scope and scale of the conflict our nation was fighting. I often reflect on my parents' service to this nation. Their example instilled in me a sense of service and an understanding of how lucky I am to be an American, how lucky I was to grow up in a country where we have freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, and other rights and privileges that are not well known in many parts of the world. Those who stepped forward to serve during World War II, each of them served a cause bigger than themselves. The greatest generation understood that we live in an exceptional country, a country worth defending. My parents passed that understanding on to me, and I have seen it in the young men and women who continue to serve our nation around the world. And so the message I'd like to pass along to the World War II veterans and their families who are watching right now is very simple. I just simply want to say thank you. As the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, on behalf of every soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, and Coast Guardsman, more than 2.3 million of us that wear the uniform today, we all extend our sincerest thanks to our World War II veterans for granting us the gift of freedom. And we renew, each of us, our commitment to preserving the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and the values you fought so hard to preserve.